Meanwhile, it's looking increasingly likely that a northern Minnesota school district will shut down one of its schools. The South Koochiching Rainy River School District has two K-12 schools, the North Ohm School and the Indus School. They're about 80 miles apart. In March, the school board voted to explore closing the Indus School to make up for a budget deficit of $400,000. But the Indus community pushed back, saying that could leave some students with a 90-minute bus ride each day. After a public hearing in April, it was decided a neutral hearing officer would review the situation and make a recommendation. In that officer's report, which we obtained today, he recommends closing the Indus school. He says the per-student costs there are higher, the number of students facing a longer bus ride is lower, and it would be more expensive to repair that building than North Ohm. Now, there's a special school board meeting tomorrow where the hearing officers will present his findings. That's at 6 p.m. at the North Ohm School Commons area. It's open to the public. Then after that, the school board is expected to make a final vote. And we have the hearing officer's full report on our website. You can look for updates tomorrow on Northern News Now.